Well, everybody, this is it. FSH Labs. Yes, in the small corner of my home, I'm starting a studio to make stuff. What kind of stuff, you might ask? Well, we'll get into that later, but first, let me give you a tour of the studio space. First, we have inspiring art for when I inevitably mess something up. A bookshelf full of books that I'll probably only use a few times. Both cheap and unorganized storage for all of our parts. Of course, we can't forget about the 3D printer along with the small boat that I printed when I first got it. This is a Bamboo Labs A1 if you're curious. I just wanted to show we got plenty of components and parts, starter kits, breadboard, solder stuff. I mean, we are really ready to go here. We also have a handy iPad Pro for all of our artistic needs. And last but not least, we have a desktop with a vertical monitor to show that we really mean serious business when doing software development. So for our first project, the other day I was reading in Matthew 13, and when I was looking at the story, I said to myself, this would be a perfect children's story. Alright, so if you're not familiar with this story, here is the basic premise. There are 4 types of soil told in this story: wayside, stony, thorny, and good soil. There's also a seed, and so basically the planter would plant seeds in each of these types of soil and see what comes of it. Well, obviously the first 3 are bad, right? They're not conducive to producing good fruit. However, the good soil is. So what I'm thinking is, if we can have some sort of block that has a magnet attachment, and when we place the seed onto good soil, for example, a green light will cut on. Bad soil, a red light will cut on. I also have down here some magnetic connectors, and that'll be how we can get either power, or you can connect another block to it so that it can be played with in combination. Should be simple enough, right? Other things, we want it to be low power, we want to be kid safe, we want it to be connectable, and then lastly, we gotta make sure it's fun. Yeah, so next time we're going to just dive right in. We're going to figure out what components we're going to use, what all we need, and we're going to start to explore the joy and pains of low-level electronics. Thanks for watching.